Sitting in the kitchen where we used to dance, just staring at the shadows, giving silence a chance. The coffee's getting cold, just like the look in your eye when you said it's for the best and didn't even cry. I'm reaching for your hand, but I'm grabbing at the end. It's funny how the ghost of you is everywhere. And I never knew that tears feel cold, like a winter rain falling on a broken soul. I thought love was a fire, a fever, a burn, but it's just an empty lesson that I had to learn. Now the shiver, it starts, and the ache takes hold. I never knew that tears feel cold. I walked past our window, saw a light in the hall, but there's a different kind of darkness leaning against the wall. I'm tracing every line of the letters that you wrote, but the ink is getting blurred and I'm losing every note. You're moving on so fast while I'm frozen in the grave, watching every memory slowly bleed away. They say the time will heal, they say the sun will rise, but they never saw the winter living in your eyes. I'm waiting for the sting, I'm waiting for the heat, but I'm just a lonely heartbeat on a dead-end street. And I never knew that tears feel cold, like a winter rain falling on a broken soul. I thought love was a fire, a fever, a burn, but it's just an empty lesson that I had to learn. Now the shivering starts, and the ache takes hold. I never knew that tears feel cold. Yeah, they're freezing on my cheeks tonight. No more warmth, no more light, just the eyes. God, the tears feel cold. I still buy your favorite coffee in the morning light. Then I remember you aren't there to take the first bite. The silence in this kitchen has a deafening sound. It's the noise of everything crashing to the ground. I keep my phone face up just in case you call, even though I watched you build the highest wall. And I'm broken, yeah, I'm shattered on the floor, collecting pieces a heavy kind of hollow, a permanent blue. My heart is in ruins, but it's still calling for you. I'm falling apart, lost in the chill. I'm completely broken, but I'm loving you still. I saw your car turn the corner on 5th and Main. For a second I forgot about all of this pain. I reached for the ghost of your hand on the seat before the cold reality made the memory retreat. You moved on so fast, like I was just a page, while I'm still trapped inside this empty stage. They say time is a healer, that the cracks will all mend. But how do I start when I don't want the end? I'd rather have the ache than let the feeling go, because losing the heart means losing you for good. And so I'm broken, yeah, I'm shattered on the floor, collecting pieces of a love that don't live here anymore. It's a heavy kind of hollow, a permanent blue. My heart is in ruins, but it's still calling for you. I'm falling apart, lost in the chill. I'm completely broken, but I'm loving you still. Still watching the door, still wanting more. My heart is a wreck, a battlefield, broken, but I'm loving you still. Loving you still. I'm still setting the table for two, forgetting for a second I'm without you. The coffee's steaming, but the air is a chill, like the frost sitting heavy on the windowsill. We used to be a fire, a summer in the rain. Now I'm just a scavenger hunting for the flame. I touch the glass and it's clouded and gray, watching the warmth just drift away. How did we go from a fever to a ghost? The ones who burn the brightest are freezing the most. Now the love turned cold, like a story that's been told too many side of the bed is a shoreline of ice. I'd pay for your heartbeat at any price. But the words you say are like winter breath, a slow motion dance, a quiet kind of death. We're just two statues in a garden of stone, together in the house, but living alone. Break the windows, let the winter in. It's already underneath my skin. Your seasons change, I didn't see coming. The end of the song, the end of the drum, and you're the love turned cold, like a story that's been told too many times, like a silver ring that's lost its shine. I'm shivering in the space you used to hold. Everything we promised, everything we sold. God, it's bitter how this love turned Summer is a memory I can't quite reach, just a faded Polaroid on a frozen beach. Ice in my veins, ice in the hallway. I guess forever didn't mean always. Love turned cold, so cold. The coffee's cold on your side of the bed, just a ghost of a sentence that we never said. I'm tracing the shadows where you used to leave. Now I'm just a stranger in a house built for two. It seems I reach for your hand, but I'm grasping at air. The silence is screaming that you are there. They say being alone is a choice you can make, but this kind of hollow is a different heartache. It's the weight of the air, it's the echo of us turning our gold into ashes and dust. I'm surrounded by walls, but I'm lost out at sea, because being alone is fine, but lonely feels empty. Yeah, lonely feels empty. I saw a red light and I almost called. Forgot for a second how far we both fell. And I'm staring at pictures of a life I don't know, feeling like a transient in my own home. still owe to a version of me that I used to know. It's not just the quiet, it's the lack of the noise, the sound of your keys and the lilt in your voice. The space you left open is a canyon so wide. I'm drowning in everything I'm keeping inside. They say being alone is a choice you can make, but this kind of hollow is a different heartache. It's the weight of the air, it's the echo of us turning our gold into ashes and dust. I'm surrounded by walls, but I'm lost out at sea, because being alone is fine, but lonely feels empty. The stars are still there, but the sky's gone gray. I'm just a shadow waiting for the day when I don't feel the hollow, when I don't feel the sting. But tonight lonely is the only thing. Yeah, lonely feels empty, just empty. I'm retracing my steps through the shards of last July, searching for the moment the hello became goodbye. Your keys are on the counter, but the silence in the hall is the loudest thing I've heard since I watched the curtain fall. I tried to hold the water, tried to clutch the desert sand, but you can't keep a fire burning in the palm of an open hand. And I watched as our love slipped away through the cracks. No map in the world is gonna lead us both back. It wasn't a storm or a crash in the night, just a slow, steady fading of a dying candlelight. Now I'm reaching for ghosts in the heat of the day, wondering just how our love slipped away. We used to speak a language that no one else could find. Now I'm reading through the subtext of the life we left behind. Did I stop looking up? Did you stop leaning in? Or did the distance grow so wide we forgot where to begin? The bed feels like an ocean, and I'm drifting on the tide, with all the almost somethings bottled up inside. They tell me that it's better to have loved and lost, but they never tell you how much the loneliness will cost. It's the almost and should have and I'm still here, waiting for the rain. The sun retreats like a coward behind the hill, and the house gets loud because it's finally still. The floorboards groan under the weight of the air. I'm tripping over memories scattered everywhere. Daylight is a mask, a busy hologram, but the evening is a mirror I can't bear to face. I turn the TV on just to hear a human tone, to trick my shadow into thinking it's not alone. But the blue light flickers on an empty side of the bed, and the static starts to echo all the things you said. The covers are cold, no matter how much I fall. I'm shivering from a story that's already been told. All the days are just a bridge to get to the dark, where the silence is a flame and my thoughts are the spark. I can survive the morning, I can make it through the sleep, but it's the hours in between where the wounds are so deep. The moon is a witness to the secrets I keep. God, the nights hurt deep. At 2 a.m. I'm reaching for a phone that stayed dry. At 3 a.m. I'm asking every how and every why. At 4 a.m. the ceiling starts to close in on my chest until the dawn arrives to give the misery a rest. All the days are just a bridge to get to the dark, where the silence is a flame and my thoughts are the spark. I can survive the morning, I can make it through the sleep, but it's the hours in between where the wounds are so deep. The moon is a witness to the secrets I keep. God, the nights hurt deep. They hurt so deep. Just a ghost and a pillowcase the cracks in the ceiling light, counting the reasons I lost the fight. I tried to swallow the words I meant, but I'm running low on the time we spent. The salt is stinging, a familiar flood, like a slow motion crash inside my blood. I thought the water would wash away the blue, but it just tastes like the ghost of you. One drop for the promise, two for the lie, three for the way you didn't say goodbye. And now my tears taste pain, like an ocean made of everything we broke, like the bitter ash left behind the smoke. I'm drinking down the sorrow, falling like the rain, tracing every scar, calling out your name. God, it's heavy when your tears taste pain. There's a metallic sting on the tip of my tongue, the ghost of the songs that we never sung. It's the flavor of copper and cold regret, a debt that my heart hasn't paid off yet. I'm drowning in a puddle on the bathroom floor, wondering why I'm still begging for more. It's not just water, it's a jagged edge, it's the long way down from the window ledge. It's the sting of the winter, the burn of the salt, the poison of knowing it's all my fault. Yeah, my tears taste pain, like an ocean made of everything we broke, like the bitter ash left behind the smoke. I'm drinking down the sorrow, falling like the rain, tracing every scar, calling out your name. God, it's heavy when your tears taste pain. Close my eyes, but the flavor stays, the wreckage of our better days, sour and deep, sharp and blue. I'm crying out the last of you. Tears taste pain, they just taste like pain. I used to hate the noise of the city and the TV on too loud, but now I give anything for a distraction in the crowd. The ticking of the clock sounds like a hammer on a nail, telling me the story of a love that had to fail. The air is getting heavy, it's getting harder just to breathe, in this empty space you left when you decided you should leave. Oh, the silence feels sharp, like a blade against my skin, cutting through the places where I used to let you in. It's a deafening roar in an empty room, a cold, quiet echo of a love and it's more than I can take. Your side of the closet is a hollow wooden cave. I'm standing at the edge of the promises we gave. I wait for the floor to creak or the jingle of your keys, but all I hear is the winter wind rattling the trees. The nothing that you said before you walked out the door is the only thing I'm hearing anymore. They say silence is golden, but they've never felt this sting. They've never felt the weight of a missing wedding ring. It's a jagged edge, it's a broken glass floor, and I'm barefoot and bleeding, crying for more. Oh, the silence feels sharp, like a blade against my skin, cutting through the places where I used to let you in. It's a deafening roar in an empty room, a cold, quiet echo of a love in its tomb. I'm screaming underwater, but the surface never breaks. The silence feels sharp, and it's more than I can take. So quiet, it's cutting me down. So quiet, I think I might drown. The silence feels sharp, and you're nowhere to be found. The clock on the wall is a hammer tonight, echoing loud in the pale yellow light. I'm watching the dust dance in shafts of the moon, while the ghost of your humming still haunts every room. I reach for my phone just to see it stay black. The weight of the words that I can't take back, and the silence feels thick, like a wall in the dark, a cold, heavy winter that smothered the spark. I'm gasping getting cold in a cup meant for two. I'm talking to shadows and looking for you. I'd take a scream or a slam shut door just to feel like I'm not alone anymore. But the static is steady, the air is so still. If the loneliness doesn't, the stillness will. It's the sound of the maybe and the never again. The loudest goodbye from a lover turned friend. I'm screaming inside just to break up the gray, but the hush of your absence won't move out the way. Turn up the radio, turn on the sync, anything, everything, so I don't have to think. But it's heavy, it's hollow, it's making me sick. This silence feels thick. Yeah, it's way too thick. Watch the rain trace lines across the glass, counting every second I hoped would never pass. You were humming that melody, the one we used to know, but your eyes were already packed and ready to go. I smiled through the static, I played my part, just a quiet observer of a breaking heart. I'm a master of the I'm fine and the it's okay, while I watch the best of us just drift away. Because these tears don't mean I'm letting go, they're just the only way my heart can show the words I'm choking on, the please just stay, the ghost of a forever that you threw away. I'm smiling at the window while the ceiling's falling in, trying to keep the salt from touching my skin. But even when the water starts to flood the room, my tears will always hide my love for you. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed. I'm replaying every single thing we never said. I saw you at the station, you looked so relieved, like you'd finally escaped the web we weaved. I waved until my arm ached, a blur in the crowd, shouting I love you, but never out loud. If I don't cry, then it isn't real. If I don't break, I don't have to feel the vacancy left in the center of my chest. But the silence is screaming louder than the rest. wash away the pain, but the love is like a stain. Title of the story written in the rain. Tears hide love. I tried to glue the edges, tried to tape the seams, but you can't fix a floorboard built on hollow dreams. I'm picking up the pieces till my fingers start to bleed, giving you the version of the man you think you need. But the mirror's got a web of cracks I can't ignore. I don't even recognize the shadow on the floor. We're standing in the wreckage of a 5-year high, trying to find a reason not to say goodbye. Is gone from every wall. One more heavy word and the whole thing's gonna fall. I'm tired of the fiction, I'm tired of the try. There's nothing left to salvage when the well is running dry. 'Cause something can call it a tragic, call it a curse, but trying to stay is only making it worse. The heart doesn't heal, it just stops behaving when it knows that it's broken beyond saving. You can't restart a fire when the wood is turned to ash. You can't stop the car when you've already felt the crash. It's a quiet realization, a bitter kind of truth, that I wasted all my healing trying to bulletproof our youth. 'Cause some things are just broken beyond saving. No more ocean left, just a hollow kind of craving. We can call it a tragedy, call it a curse, but trying to stay is only making it worse. The heart doesn't heal, it just stops behaving when it knows that it's broken beyond saving. So let it stay shattered, let the pieces lay. It doesn't even matter, we're just broken today, beyond saving. stood at the threshold. Never again. Tracing the lines where the lovers turn friends. The keys on the counter, the hallway's bare, but the scent of your jacket still hangs in the air. I said the right words, I played out the part, but the logic was never a match for my heart. They say that it's over, they say that we're done, that it's better for both if we're two instead of one. But the air got so heavy, the world got so quiet, my soul is screaming, starting a riot. Every good in that party was a bittersweet song. I walked out the door, goodbye from. I'm driving in circles with nowhere to go, watching the sunset moving so slow. My hands on the wheel, still expect you to reach for the secrets and stories we used to teach. It was supposed to be closure, a final amen, but I'd give up the ending to start it again. Was it a mistake or a mountain to climb? Did we run out of hope or just run out of time? If it's the right choice, then why am I shaking? If it's the right path, then why am I breaking? The stars are still there, but the light's moving on. I'm waking up cold in the gray of the dawn. Yeah, we said it was right, but I knew all along that goodbye felt wrong. It just felt so wrong. I'm reaching for the switch, but the bulb is burnt and black, just like the way you left and never once looked back. I used to see the colors in the rhythm of your stride. Now I'm stumbling through the rooms where all the neon died. The moon is just a silver hole punched in a velvet sky, and I'm just a hollow man asking shadows why. Because of my heart lost light when you walked out the door. I don't try to find the spark in the bottom of a glass, watching all the ghosts of our summer nights pass. Your laughter was a candle, your touch was a flame. Now the darkness is the only thing that knows my name. I'm shivering in a shadow that I used to call my home, building up a kingdom out of graphite and chrome. Is there a battery for a spirit that's gone dim? A way to swim back up when you're sinking at the rim. I'd burn my every memory just to see your face, but the dark has taken over every inch of this space. Because of my heart lost light when you walked out the door, I don't recognize the patterns on this dusty wooden floor. I'm a lighthouse on a cliff with a shattered glass side, watching every ship of hope just sail on by. The stars have all gone out, the sun is sleeping in. I'm losing every battle that I thought we'd win. It's a midnight in my chest that's never gonna break. A long dark road with every step a mistake. Everything's gone deep. The shadows are heavy, the corners are deep, and I'm the only secret that the darkness keeps. Yeah, my heart lost light, turning off the world tonight. I watch the seasons bleed from gold into gray, but not a single sunset has washed you away. The calendar's lying, saying months have flown by, but it's still that same Tuesday with that same goodbye. I've rearranged the furniture and painted the walls, but I still hear your shadow whenever it falls. They tell me that healing is a mountain to climb, that I'll leave you behind in the pockets of time. But the higher I get, the more I can see that you're not a phase, you're a part of me. And I'm missing you now, and I'll miss you then. In every I'm fine, in the stroke of my pen. It's a long distance love with a ghost on the line, a beautiful lake that's uniquely mine. guess I'm just missing you now and forever. I found your old sweater in the back of the drawer, the one that you told me you didn't want anymore. It still holds the scent of the life we once led, before all the eyes turned into instead. I put it back gently, like a holy thing, because I can't let go of the burn and the sting. Some people get over, some people move on, some people wake up and forget that you're gone. But I'm a collector of things left behind. I'm keeping you safe in the back of my mind, and I'm missing you now, and I'll miss you then, in every unfind, in the stroke of my pen. It's a long distance love, with a ghost on the line, a beautiful life that's uniquely mine. It's not just a season, it's a life I must live. I guess I'm just missing you now and forever. Forever is a heavy word to carry alone, a garden of memories I finally cried. I'm missing you tonight, I'll miss you tomorrow, missing you forever, in the joy and the sorrow. I'm clearing out the corner where your guitar used to stand, dusting off the blueprints of the life that we had planned. The calendar's frozen on a Tuesday in July. The last time that I looked at you without a need to cry. I'm folding up the sweaters that you left behind for good, trying to feel moving on like everybody said I should. But the ink is running dry on the stories we would tell, and I'm learning how to say goodbye to wishing on a well. So goodbye, lost hope. You were a heavy weight to carry, to the ghost of a wedding that we'll never have to marry. behind. Walk past the diner where we carved our names in wood. I thought about erasing them, but I don't think I could. 'Cause even if the fire's out, the ash is still a part of the messy, broken architecture of a lonely heart. I used to check my phone and pray your name would light the screen. Now I'm just a stranger to the person that I've been. No more waiting for a miracle that's never gonna come. No more dancing to the rhythm of a broken-hearted drum. I'm blowing out the candle, I'm stepping in the dark, waiting for a brand new day to leave a different mark. So goodbye, lost hope. You were a heavy weight to carry, to the ghost of a wedding that we'll never have to marry. I'm letting go of maybe, and the what if and the wait. I'm locking up the garden and I'm swinging shut the gate. It's the death of a dream that I kept on avoid. I'm finally admitting that you'll never be mine. Goodbye, lost hope. I'm leaving you behind. Wash it all away, the someday and the soon. I'm howling at a different moon. Goodbye, my hope. Goodbye, my ghost. Goodbye. I traded my peace for a ghost of a chance, a beautiful fall and a desperate dance. Now the room is so quiet, I can hear the floor creak, and the words that we promised are turning so weak. Everyone says that the healing is slow, but I'm holding the flame just to watch the wood glow. Because the pain feels true, while the love felt like fiction. A beautiful habit, a cruel addiction. The joy was a vapor, a trick of a light, but the ache in my chest keeps me steady at night. I'm losing my mind, but I'm finally through with the hollow I love yous. This pain feels true. I walk past the places we used to call ours, counting the minutes and wasting the hours. The laughter we shared feels like someone else's dream. Now I'm just stitching the holes in the seam. They say it's a tragedy, they say it's a waste, but the salt on my skin is the only thing I can taste. Don't tell me it's better Try to scrub the scent of you from every single thread, but the ghost of your whisper is still living in my bed. I opened all the windows just to let the winter in, hoping it would freeze the places where your touch has been. But the sunlight feels like mockery, and the morning feels like rain. There's a heavy kind of permanent attached to all this pain. They say it comes in waves, but the tide is never low. It's a darkness in the marrow that's got nowhere else to go. I've walked 1,000 miles, but I'm standing in the breeze, watching all my happy thoughts falling like leaves. I thought I'd find a finish line, a place to start again, but sadness never leaves. It just moves into the skin. I went to our old corner cafe just to see if I could stand the sight of another couple holding on to someone's hand. I ordered for a person isn't coming back, and watch the color of the world slowly fade to black. It's not a sudden heartbreak that kills you in the night. It's the way the emptiness sits heavy in the light. I'm tired of the cliches, and the time will heal it all. I'm tired of the echoes bouncing off the bedroom wall. If I'm moving forward, why does it feel like moving back? Why is every memory a train that's jumped a track? They say it comes in waves, but the tide is never low. It's a darkness in the marrow that's got nowhere else to go. I've walked 1,000 miles, but I'm standing in the breeze, watching all my happy thoughts falling like the leaves. I thought I'd find a finish line, a place to start again, but sadness never leaves. It just moves into the skin. It never leaves. It just changes its name. It's the smoke in the air after the flame. Sadness stays. reaching for a lighthouse that I can't quite see, through a fog that settled deep inside of me. The calendar is turning, but the pages feel like lead. Just a list of all the things we never should have said. I used to find a comfort in the coming of the dawn, but now the light just shows me everything that's gone. I'm walking through the grocery store and seeing your favorite brand. Almost reach for the handle of your ghost invisible hand. They say that time's a healer, that the colors come back in, but I'm still living underneath this paper-thin skin. The silver lining's tarnished and the sky is turning gray. I'm just trying to make it through the middle of the day. And hope feels distant, like a star about to die. A tiny flicker hanging in a black and hollow sky. I'm calling out for mercy, but the echo's all I find. Just the ghost of your laughter playing tricks on my mind. The bridge is burned behind me and the water's rising fast, and hope feels distant, like a dream that couldn't last. Is there a version of this story where I finally feel okay, where I don't wake up wishing I could sleep the grief away? Right now the mountain's taller than the strength I have to climb. I'm just a broken watch that's losing track of time. And hope feels distant, like a star about to die. A tiny flicker hanging in a black and hollow sky. I'm calling out for mercy, but the echo's all I find. Just the ghost of your laughter playing tricks on my mind. The bridge is burned behind me and the water's rising fast, and hope feels distant, like a dream that couldn't last. So far away, just a whisper in the wind. I'm still waiting for the healing to begin, but today hope feels distant. The TV is humming to a room full of ghosts, to the burned out remains of our breakfast and toast. I used to find comfort in the quiet we kept, back when the secrets were things that we slept. But now every corner is crowded with air, and the nothing is more than I'm able to bear. I'm dropping a glass just to hear something break, to shatter the pressure for heaven's own sake. But the pieces hit soft on the rug by the door, and the quiet just settles right back on the floor. Oh, the silence holds weight. It's a physical thing. It's the echo of bells that I've forgotten to ring. It's pressing my shoulders. It's closing my throat. The heaviest anchor on a sinking old boat. I'm screaming inside, but the room doesn't shake. In a silence so heavy, it's starting to break. I look at your picture and wait for a sound, but the then and the now are just lost to the ground. Your voice was the frequency keeping me tuned. Now I'm just a hollow and unhealing wound. The clock on the wall is a hammer of lane, counting the minutes of things left unsaid. It's thick like a fog and it's cold like a stone. The I'm still setting 2 plates on the table. Then I catch my breath and put one back. The silence here is louder than a riot, falling through the shadows and the cracks. I keep my voice down so the neighbors won't know that I'm losing a war I can't win. It's a slow motion crash in an empty room where the ghost of your touch begins. Because love hurts quiet, love hurts deep. It's the secret that I'm forced to keep. No screaming matches, no slamming doors, just the sound of my heart hitting the floor. I'm bleeding out in the middle of the night, but I'm staying perfectly still. Love hurts quietly, and I'm afraid it always will. Your side of the bed is a cold white desert, and I'm just a traveler lost in the sand. I memorized the map of your heartbeat. Now I don't even know where I stand. I saw a beautiful sunset and reached for my phone to tell you the colors were gold. Then I remembered that you aren't home, and the air in my lungs turned to comb. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, stealing the memories to feed my grief. If I scream your name, would the walls even care? Or would the echo just mock me for standing there? Because love hurts quiet, love hurts deep. It's the secret that I'm forced to keep. No screaming matches, no slamming doors, just the sound of my heart hitting the floor. I'm bleeding out in the middle of the night, but I'm staying perfectly still. Love hurts quietly, and I'm afraid it always will. Shh, don't wake the pain. It's finally sleeping in the rain. Just a whisper, just a sigh. Love heard quietly, and so did I.